I was trafficked so much by the cult. So were other kids and teens. It was a regular occurrence, and the cult renting us out for money, basically, for many, many levels and layers, not just regular sexual assaults, but also grotesque and like S&M and allowing pain, and then further on torture, and then further than that, renting us out to teach someone torture. And it was all horrific and very organized. And there were times when a lot of us kids were in like stalls that were made to look like children's bedrooms. And then there were so many of us in these rooms. There were times that we were taken to more expensive clients where we were taken to their homes or businesses. But there were also times when my parents, who were part of the cult, would just take me as a favor to like a fellow church member or who was also part of the cult, or someone else who was part of the cult, just to allow them the pleasure of sexually assaulting me. And all of it was exploitation. All of it was horrendous and leaves such long-term effects. All of it was seeing me as a tool, not a person, and was gaining the cult money and power. But someone looking, unless they were really, really good at body language, would not have seen anything wrong, because the cult looks good in society. They have good jobs or good positions in society with power and privilege. We were always dressed well. My parents went to church. My mother sang in the choir. My father taught Sunday school. Like, everything presents well. If you looked at body language, you would see that I was scared, that I was dissociated, that I was incredibly obedient, like jump at any command, even though it wouldn't be voiced as a command. It's looking at the children and the signs and symptoms that they show, and the teens and the adults, the victims, the survivors, to see that something is wrong. And most people don't look past the outside layer. We need more education. We need law enforcement to actually be on the side of victims and not perpetrators. We need the people in high positions of power with a lot of money who are perpetrators to not be in those positions. We need survivors who speak out, but we need people who hear us and believe us, and we need actual education out there to help others. And so my way to help is speaking out about the cult torture and the trafficking that I survived, helping other survivors know they're not alone, helping people who work with us understand more, and hopefully helping the general public hear us more. And I believe that over time that helps make change and helps other survivors remember, get safe. But it can be such a long process. For me, it took most of my life. But it is possible. It is possible. We can heal, we can get safe, we can remember, we can talk about it. We can find good, safe people to be around. We can find chosen family.